Hello friends, it's Swapna here. How are you all? I hope you are doing fine. Today, in this video, we are going to cover a poem from Standard 6 English textbooks. Let us begin. The poem is from Study Tour number 2, 2.6, The Man Who Thinks He Can. But before the poem, let me ask you something. Hello friends, has it happened to you that you have decided to go out to play with your friend, but mom tells you do not go out of the house unless you complete your homework? The boy in here has the same problem, but he decides that he will complete his homework before 5 and he will definitely go out to play. And what happens? He does his homework before 5 and goes out to play. What this incident tells us that if you decide something to do, you are able to do it, right? Don't you do it always, guys? Tell me. Okay, so let us move towards our poem, The Man Who Thinks He Can. Before beginning with our explanation, first of all, we all will read the poem aloud and very clearly. So listen carefully. The man who thinks he can. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but you think you can't, it is almost certain you won't. If you think you will lose, you are lost. For out of the world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You have got to think high to rise. You have got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battle don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but soon or late, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Is the man who thinks he can. The poem is written by Walter D Wintle. It is a very easy and simple poem. It is divided into 4 paragraphs and will go through each paragraph. The poem is based on the concept of our willpower, a man's willpower. The first paragraph or the first stanza of the poem tells us that we like to win, but most of the time what happens, we think that we will not be able to win. So that is the first step itself where we are beaten. And when we think we will be beaten, we are definitely beaten. So it is almost certain that you won't win because you think of loss or losing. The second stanza of the poem tells us the same thing, that if we always keep thinking that we will lose this, we will lose there, then we are obviously or definitely losing it. What it means that everything in the world begins first in the state of person's mind. So when we think something positively, then it opens the door to winning or success in our lives. So when we think we are going to lose, it is the most obvious thing that we will lose it. But for a fellow, that is for a man, when does success begin? It's when he thinks positively. So it is in his state of mind. Moving towards the third paragraph, it tells us that there are times when we feel we are outclassed by someone. Why this happens or how to rise from it? There is only one option, that we need to rise higher from what we are now. But how is it possible to rise high? It is only achievable thing when we start to believe in ourselves. So think positively and increase the belief in yourself. That is, boost your self-confidence. Be sure that this is something I can do it. Yes, I can do it. And that's the only first step towards winning a prize in your life. The last stanza of this poem is very beautiful. The poet tells us that life is very hard and there are many things, many problems in life. It is not an easy thing, but life's battles do not always go or aren't always won by the persons who we think are better. Then how are they won? Tell me. They are won by those who think they can. So let us understand it in a different way. You all know the story of rabbit and tortoise, right? What happens? Tortoise win the race. Everyone thinks the tortoise is so slow and the rabbit is so fast. But what happens? In the end, it's the tortoise who wins the race. How is this possible? Do we ever notice that everyone told the tortoise is going to lose? But did the tortoise accept his defeat? No, he thought positively. Yes, I am slow, but I will do it. And yes, he did it. He wins the race. So, life is also like that. When we decide, yes, I can do it, then you are able to do it. The poet throughout this poem tells us that mind positivity and willpower are the most important things for any person to achieve anything in the life. There are times, or many times, we say it is such an impossible task, but we forget in the meantime that the word impossible itself tells that I am possible. So it's just like that. You tell me, don't you do it often? You think, oh, maths is so difficult, I cannot solve this problem. But did you think it like that? Yes, it is tough, but yes, I can do it. I will try it. I will work hard. No, it is not possible for you to think. It is major problem of ours that we always say no to things and we don't use our willpower. So, using our willpower and a positive approach towards things can lead us to various successful things in our life. So, always keep in mind that the man who thinks he can is the man who does it. Now, let us look at the literary devices. Here is the list of some hard words or difficult words in the poem. Will. Will here means a person's power of mind. Then state of mind is mean that it is the way someone thinks or feels. Outclassed means a person is outclassed when others are better than him or someone does better than him. And then you are outclassed by that person. Thinking high is think of going up or doing better. The rhyme scheme of the poem is ABCB. The second and fourth line of each stanza rhyme. Let us take a short recap and summary of the poem. The poem helps us understand if we decide to do something, then we can do it. The major themes in the poem are about willpower and positive thinking. So tell me guys, from today onwards we will all say, yes, we can do it, and that's the way to success and winning in life's any situation. The poet tells us through the poem itself that the man who thinks he can is the one who is able to do what he thinks he can. So always remember, and for you students, study is also easy, and when you think, yes, I can do study, you will definitely be able to do it. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the poem and understood it fully. Bye bye. See you in the next one.